Hey everyone, welcome back to Husband Wife Outdoor Life. Today we're going to be answering a really important question. How do I get to Isle Royale? One of the reasons that it is the least visited national park in the continental US is because getting there can be a bit of an adventure. So that's why we are going to break it down for you to help you make an informed decision and get hiking. The two main ways to get to the island are by boat and by seaplane. There are advantages and disadvantages to both, so make sure you pick the one that's right for you. For boats, there are a variety of options, including ferries or your own vessels. The most common ferries are the Ranger 3, the Isle Royale Queen 4, the Voyager 2, and the Sea Hunter 3. They all have varying fares, schedules, and points of departure, so check the links in the description below for more details. There are no car ferries since cars are not allowed on the island. Of the ferries, we have only been on the Ranger 3. Some benefits of the Ranger include you can do the permitting process on the boat, which is not true of the other ferries, so once you land you can get started more quickly. It's also a large vessel, so it handles waves pretty well, and our ride was smooth, even on a rough day. It has comfortable seating and dining areas complete with tables. It also has a fully functional galley that serves food and drink at a reasonable price, and it has real bathrooms with flushing porcelain toilets, unlike a typical head on a boat. They also offer Leave No Trace Ranger programs and videos in the main seating area. Downsides: the speed. It is a 6-hour ride. The other ferries are faster but smaller and can be a rougher trip in choppy seas. With the 6 hours though, your arrival in Rock Harbor can be later in the afternoon, which can make getting a shelter or a good site in certain areas a bit of a challenge. A note for all ferries: boats can be delayed by significant weather and waves. We recommend bringing some Dramamine or other motion sickness medication if you are prone to seasickness, even on the Ranger 3. The other major way to get there is by seaplane. These are operated by Isle Royale Seaplanes. We'll put a link to their website below as they offer multiple departure points. They pick up and drop off in both Rock Harbor and Wendigo, so you have those options. The pros of the plane include that it is a fast way to get to the island. Typical flights are 30 to 45 minutes, and I think ours was just around 40. You get a really unique view of the island from above. Your arrival and departure can be on your own schedule, with varying flight times available. For the cons, the maximum luggage weight is 50 pounds, and they will weigh your stuff prior to boarding. Large suitcases won't fit, so if you're flying to the lodge, keep that in mind. Helpful luggage hint: they ask that you don't have anything strapped to the outside of your packs, and they will ask you to remove it prior to boarding. The plane is considerably more expensive than all the ferries, so you do have to pay for all the speed and convenience. Your permitting process is done on the island after arrival, which can add a bit of a delay. You also cannot transport any flammable gas or liquids, including your typical backpacking stove fuel on the plane, so you will have to stop at one of the camp stores and buy it at a considerable markup. Camp stores are located at Wendigo and Rock Harbor. We had the opportunity to take the seaplanes on our last trip to the island, and our experience was wonderful. We had knowledgeable and friendly pilots, it was quick, we loved the views, and seeing the island and Houghton from the sky was awesome. Super important note for all travelers: make your reservations in advance, as popular time slots tend to fill up quickly. For planes and boats, weather delays do happen. Just on our last trip, we ran into some hikers that were delayed for a few days due to heavy fog in Wendigo. It is very important that you make sure that you have flexibility in your schedule at both the beginning and end of your trip in case something gets delayed. For more information, check out the resources linked below. As always, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for our next adventure. If there are any questions that you would like to see answered in this how-to series, please comment below.